With the new generation Beyblade X, the Beyblade company is trying to advertise it as less of a game and more of a sport, going as far to call them gear sports, which I know sounds crazy. Like, just imagine how insane it would be to watch Beyblade in the Olympics. Oh my goodness. Anyway, this new marketing tactic has increased the amount of Beyblade tournaments around the world. More and more people are getting interested in competitive Beyblade, including myself. So when I saw an advertisement for a Beyblade tournament in Baltimore, Maryland, only an hour from where I live, I knew I had to attend. Now, as sad as it might sound, I actually have quite a bit of experience with competitive Beyblade. In fact, the last tournament I attended, I won with one of my best friends, Toby. So of course my goal for this tournament is to keep up my win streak. And unlike the last generation Beyblade Burst, where in tournaments you just had to make one good combo, in Beyblade X you need to make a team of 3 different Beyblade combos which you'll be using in every round. Now, building a team is probably the hardest part about entering a tournament. Similar to Pokemon, Beyblade is very matchup dependent. For instance, you could use a super fast bit like low flat, which is really aggressive and will give you a better matchup against stamina combos. But that also gives you a worse matchup against more passive attack combos like a Beyblade using Rush, which doesn't move as fast but it has more endurance. So do you use low flat or do you use Rush, which might not be as good as low flat against stamina combos but is much better against aggressive attack combos? That is just one example out of many, and that's what makes building a team so difficult. You have to pick 3 combos with the right tools to beat basically every Beyblade combo. Now, I knew I couldn't do this by myself, so I called my friend DLS Blader to help me make the perfect team. Starting it off, it was a no-brainer. We had to go with Wizard Rod. This Beyblade has been destroying the competitive scene for almost a year now and is probably the best blade currently out. You would be playing at a disadvantage if you weren't using it. This is because it has an amazing shape and weight distribution. If you look at it, most of the Bey's metal weight is far from the center. This gives the Beyblade a higher moment of inertia, which basically means it's harder to decelerate, so it'll spin for a very long time. Then the combo we decided to go with is Wizard Rod 960 Orb. 960 is the best Ratchet out right now because it's low and doesn't have that many contact points, so it won't get hit and cause your Beyblade to burst. And then we decided to go with the Orb bit because it's slightly smaller than the normal, more popular stamina bit ball. So in theory, it would have less friction and be able to spin a little longer while sacrificing a little bit of defense. Now everyone brings a stamina Beyblade, they're just the most consistent. So I knew my next combo would have to be a Beyblade that could easily counter them. And that's why I went with Cobalt Dragoon 560 Elevate. Now this might look like a really strange combo for anyone not familiar to the competitive scene, but for those who are, you guys know that this is one of the most consistent counters to Wizard Rod. This is because Cobalt Dragoon, unlike most X Beyblades, is a left spin Bey, meaning it spins in the opposite direction. So when battling right spin Beyblades, they'll act like gears, hitting and pushing each other, sharing spin. So in the end, the winner of the battle is the most balanced Beyblade with the smoothest tip, and there is currently no tip better at this than Elevate. So by basically stealing your opponent's spin, this combo is able to counter the most powerful stamina Beyblades in the game. So those were my first 2 combos, which are pretty standard in the competitive scene. But my last combo is a bit more of a wild pick, or at least it was a wild pick when I record this video. Maybe people figure it out and they're using it now. That combo being Night Mail 360 Rush, a defense Beyblade used on an attack combo. Now for the most part, if the Beyblade company makes a Beyblade for a certain type, its best combo is almost always that type. You're never going to use like a Shark Edge on a stamina bit, because its shape and weight distribution just isn't made for it to spin for a long time. But with Night Mail, that isn't really the case. Although it was made to be a defense Beyblade, its shape is more similar to an attack one. It's curved and has hard-hitting protrusions, which cause crazy collisions during battle. I think these curves were made so Night Mail could deflect attacks and push opponents away, but why counterattacks when you can just cause them? So that's what we decided to do, with giving it the attack bit Rush, which is one of the more passive attack bits and it features less gears than normal bits, giving it the ability to perform more X attacks during battle. In testing, this Beyblade doesn't need to move that fast. Its shape is so aggressive that even small contacts can lead to massive collisions. And with that, my Beyblade team was created, and I was ready for the tournament. Oh yeah, and also I'm bringing my friend Toby to the tournament. The same guy who I won the last tournament with. But he's also not that experienced with Beyblade X. He was struggling to put a Beyblade together.
Is it righty tighty or lefty loosey? Like, hello? You're gonna have to get that one.
Okay, while I'm doing this, Toby, you can pick your next 2 Beyblades.
Where's the shark? All right.
It was meant to be.
Recruiting Sharky. What type is that?
Attack.
Attack type? That's my attacker. Is this El Drago?
That's El Drago.
Why is El Drago? El Drago's here? Why is this Iron Man? It's literally Iron Man. Wait, that's crazy. I was joking. Sorry, I can't not use El Drago. That's crazy.
Okay.
All
El Drago's on the squad.
Locking it in.
Locking it in. All right.
So we got the squad. We got Wolf Boy, Water Girl, and El Drago.
Okay. And with Toby's team now picked, we were ready to start the tournament. Here are the rules. Before the battle even starts, you lay out your team in the order you want to use them. Spin finishes count as 1 point, knockout and burst finishes count as 2 points, and extreme finishes count as 3 points. The player who gets to 4 points first wins the battle. If you don't get to 4 points after you used all 3 Beyblades, you reshuffle and go again. And with that, the tournament started and I was thrown into my first match. To start off, I went with my Night Mail combo against my opponent's Dran Buster combo, an extremely hard-hitting Bey made for attack against my defense-turned attack combo.
3, 2, 1.
I was pretty scared at first, but it actually ended pretty quickly.
Oh, wow.
And with that, it was an instant 3 points for me. I only needed 1 more point to win. The next battle, I decided to use Cobalt Dragoon, and my opponent also used Cobalt Dragoon.
Oh.
However, his Cobalt Dragoon was an actual attack combo, and mine, well, it couldn't even spin still because we were both left spin bays.
Taking it.
Okay. So now the score was 3-2. My insane lead was now shrinking, and the next battle was my Wizard Rod versus his Silver Wolf with the Hexa bit.
Wait, how many points is that?
Silver Wolf is a pretty good defense and stamina Beyblade, and Hexa is the best defense bit out there. But it does lose to Wizard Rod and Ball, so with that, I was able to win my first match. Now as for Toby, even though people were clowning on him for picking El Drago, he was doing pretty well too. El Drago.
I knew
The El Drago finish.
right here.
But then he proceeded to lose the next 3 matches in a row. Dude, you're so washed.
What are we doing? They realized that they couldn't have me winning the whole tournament round 1.
With that confidence, Toby was called up pretty soon after for his round 2 match, and his opponent was a 7-year-old boy by the name of Blader T. Do you think that you're gonna beat him?
Kind of, yeah.
Toby, you're cooked, you're cooked. And Toby was indeed cooked.
3, 2, 1, go shoot.
He's got a better launch than you. Round after round, Blader T ripped him apart. Oh! What? He got the strat. He was cooking him so hard, he started taunting Toby with cat noises.
And it's gone. Okay.
Sorry, what did your dad say?
That I'm probably gonna get crushed, but look who's about to win.
And crush he did, defeating Toby and winning the round.
Anything is possible. Good game.
Okay, any last second thoughts?
I told you.
But you know, Toby didn't seem that bothered by that loss, and soon after, I was called to my round 2 match against Wolf Rye, a pretty well-known player in the area who had this really cool custom Beyblade case, and that's just how you know he's good. Anyway, I wanted to start this battle off strong, so I led with my attack-type Beyblade Night Mail, and he led off with an equally crazy Beyblade Tyranno B.
Oh, pretty similar combo.
His Beyblade used the same exact ratchet bit as mine, so the only difference was the blade. It was time to prove if Night Mail was actually a good blade at attack.
3, 2, 1, go shoot.
Oh!
What? First priority.
And with an explosive hit, Night Mail was able to burst Tyranno B, giving me 2 points. Now the next battle, I didn't want to play safe with my stamina type Wizard Rod, so I went with my Cobalt Dragoon combo against his Silver Wolf 970 Ball. A stamina Beyblade people argue could be even better than Wizard Rod. And before we even started the battle, my opponent wanted to flex a little.
No, it is. Yes.
That was feisty, Noah.
I'm a little intimidated.
That was just for practice.
Fear is valid. 3, 2, 1, go shoot!
I was able to burst him twice, and that was because both of my opponent's launches were at an angle, trying to conserve stamina. And while this does help your Beyblade spin a little longer, it also leaves your ratchet wide open, vulnerable to bursting. So my straight flat launches were able to take advantage of that and burst him twice. A lot of people think Beyblade is all just luck, and while I do believe that there is a lot of luck to it, honestly probably most of it, it also is a bit of a mind game where you have to read your opponent. Anyway, next we have round 3, and Toby's match didn't go so well.
What's the rule, Noah?
Don't lose.
Don't lose.
No, you have to get a knock. Toby, Toby, you are friends with LeftBurst. Get good, bro.
You're right. His
Beyblade
Beyblade energy is just rubbing off on me.
But for my round 3, I had an insane strategic plan in mind.
Alright, random will decide my Bay order.
And random decide Night Mail, and I was up against another Silver Wolf on Hexa, and it seems like everyone is running this combo. Anyways, although I've beat this combo in the past, I've never beaten it with Night Mail, and while I did get some solid hits, I was tapped into the pocket.
That's so unfortunate.
But the next round with my boy Cobalt Dragoon, I was able to turn it around.
Oh, well, close game.
Now finally, for the third match, I had to use my last Beyblade, which I haven't really used that much in the tournament, Wizard Rod. And my opponent was using the Wizard Rod counter Cobalt Dragoon on Elevate. I thought I was cooked, but then out of some miracle, this happened. What the? I guess Beyblade really is just luck. Anyway, the score is now 3-2. I just need one more point to win. So of course, now that we reshuffle, I go with my ace Night Mail. But my opponent predicts that and goes with Silver Wolf, the combo I lost to. This is going to be a rough battle, so I get my launcher ready and I launch as hard as I can.
He's eating him!
Settle yourself. There you go.
Keep doing that, please.
You have Hellhammer's bit, right? Isn't that what you have on,
Wow.
What the?
Somehow I was able to hit Silver Wolf and make it unbalanced, which won me the game. So my score is 3 wins and 0 losses. Now with that, we only have one more round until finals. The way this tournament works is you battle in 4 rounds. The people with the top 8 scores after those 4 rounds move on to finals, where it's a single elimination bracket. I need to win my next battle to guarantee my spot to finals, and Toby, he's worried about his last match too.
I'm gonna get one win, right, Noah?
I gotta go.
Luckily, I didn't have to answer his question, and I was called up for my final round. And my opponent was actually my last round opponent's brother, who was looking for revenge. He had a strong motivation to win, so of course, I had to start off with my ace Night Mail against his Cobalt Dragoon.
3, 2, 1, go shoot.
And my Night Mail delivers. It hits the Beyblade so hard that it burst and fell out of the stadium. The score is 2-0, and for the next battle, we both choose the same exact Wizard Rod combo, except mine has Orb and he has Ball.
Oh, mirror match. Oh, man.
Now remember, at the beginning of this video and tournament, I thought Orb would beat Ball in the matchup. That's why I went with the Orb bit.
3, 2, 1, go shoot.
But actually, although in theory it has more stamina, in reality because Orb is smaller, it gets off balance easier, so his Wizard Rod combo was able to win, making the score 2-1. Oh man. Anyway, next is my Cobalt Dragoon combo against his high speed Tyranno Beat combo.
3, 2, 1, go shoot.
And while Cobalt Dragoon is good at spin stealing, it can't spin steal if Tyranno Beat is avoiding my Bay. So in the end, he wins by spin finish, and he's catching up, guys. The score is now 2-2.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, Noah. You need to get an extreme finish here.
I know.
But with the reshuffle, I'm able to bring out my ace once more. And he does work.
Oh my god.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Wow.
It just stopped it.
You said it
You
so
just
hard.
straight up stopped it.
Score is now 3-2. I just need one more point to win, so I go with my safest combo Wizard Rod. But he also goes with his Wizard Rod. And last time I lost in this exchange, so I knew I had to launch even harder.
Oh no!
Noah!
My rod!
Oh, how the mighty have
GG.
fallen. Noah, what's wrong?
You can't win them all. That was so bad. I was thinking, like, I usually always hit myself out on the extreme line. I was like, wow, I'm so lucky. That hasn't happened this tournament. Oh, oh no.
While I was stressing about making it to finals, Toby's last round started, and he was up against another little kid.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, Toby, you got decapitated.
Yeah, Toby got destroyed, guys. And this kid also had some choice words.
He doesn't look hydrated like sweaty cheese.
El Drago.
That was a good loss. Oh my, it's so close.
Oh.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Ooh. I missed.
Why does his Beyblade look like sweaty sauce?
Oh no, El Drago. El Drago.
Oh
El Drago.
But in the end, Toby was actually able to win his first battle.
I got mine. You know how it is.
no! You beat like a 5-year-old.
You know how it is.
Oh yeah, and even though I lost my last round, I was able to make it to finals because all the opponents I beat earlier in the tournament had pretty good scores, putting me above other people with a 3-1 record. But instead of preparing for finals like I think a normal person would do, me and Toby just started stacking Beyblades.
Oh, Toby!
What have I done?
And before we knew it, finals began with my first round opponent being Scarlet Blader. Now, any Blader who makes it to finals is pretty good, and just looking at her lineup, I knew I might have been cooked. The defense type combo we've been seeing everywhere, Silver Wolf 770 Hexa, the best stamina combo in the game, Wizard Rod 960 Ball, and then an amazing attack combo in Tyranno Beat 970 Rush.
Is this knockout?
This is my order. This is knockout. If I lose, I'm out.
For round 1, I wanted to play it safe, so I went with Wizard Rod, and my opponent, she went with Silver Wolf. And oh yeah, I forgot to mention, I replaced Orb with Ball before finals because the last match made me realize that Orb kind of sucks.
3, 2, 1.
And with the stamina of Ball, I was able to win, making the score 1-0. I wanted to keep my lead, so my next pick was, of course, my ace Night Mail.
Oh, here's the Wizard Rod. I like the green.
3, 2, 1. Go.
And although Night Mail was destroying in my earlier matches, it wasn't doing so well here.
This is the most passive I've seen him. Oh!
Never mind, Night Mail is the Anyway, goat. I'm up 3-0, but I shouldn't get too confident because she can tie it up with just one extreme finish. And that's not that hard for her, considering her next bay is Tyranno B against my Cobalt Dragoon.
3, 2, 1. Go.
Oh no, it's happening. And after the reshuffle, I kind of panicked and just went with my ace, and of course she countered it with her defense type Beyblade. It's a losing matchup.
Later, ready. 3, 2, 1. Go. Shoot.
At least that's what I thought, but my Nightmail delivers and hits Silver Wolf hard so many times, it's actually able to make it run out of spin, giving me the last point I needed, meaning I'm moving on to the next round of finals, the top 4. And for my top 4 match, I was paired up with Big Rick Blader, the same person I beat in round 3 and the same one whose brother beat me in revenge. His combos were still the same: Cobalt Dragoon on Elevate, Wizard Rod 960 Ball, and Silver Wolf 770 Hexa. Again, another really strong team. For the first battle, I go strong with my ace Nightmail, and my opponent goes with what I thought would be the counter Silver Wolf on Hexa.
3, 2, 1, go shoot.
But actually, I've been able to defeat that pretty consistent. I lost the first battle. Not a good start, 0-1. For round 2, it was a Wizard Rod battle, but this time I'm more prepared.
See, from last time I switched, I'm not using Orb. I learned from you.
Go shoot.
But still, this guy is so strong. His launch is crazy, and he's able to win the battle easily. Score is now 0-2. This might be it, guys. Cobalt Dragoon is the last Beyblade I have to use my third round, and it is probably my worst Beyblade in the tournament by far. Nightmail has been doing massive damage, Wizard Rod has outspun most of its opponents, but Dragoon has really just been losing. I need him to do well in this battle, where it's a Dragoon mirror match against a guy with an insane launch. So I get my launcher ready, and...
Go shoot.
Oh, he's back! And now I burst.
Wow.
I'm fine with that.
I thought I had it. Oh my goodness, what are the odds, guys? Anyways, instead of taking 2 points with the Stadia bout, I only take 1 with the spin finish. And oh, Cobalt Dragoon, oh my. You know what, anyway, that's okay. At least I didn't lose. The score is now 1-2. I'm still behind, but now I can reshuffle and bring in my powerhouse bays. At least, that's what I thought my opponent was thinking. So instead of leading with my powerhouses, I decide to lead with Dragoon again, hoping he'll bring in Wizard Rod. And that is exactly what happened.
3, 2, 1, go shoot.
Oh,
Not like this.
Finally, Dragoon did work, although to be honest, it didn't really do much. It kind of just ducked and waved. Anyway, that's besides the point. The score is now 3-2. I made the comeback and I just need 1 more point to win. But my opponent could also end in this game with an easy 2 points. I decide to leave it all up to my ace, and my opponent uses his Cobalt Dragoon.
3, 2, 1, go shoot.
Run away. Don't engage. Or do that.
Not like that.
And with an extremely hard hit, my ace delivers and I win the match, meaning I make it all the way to grand finals at my first Beyblade X tournament.
we made it.
We made it. We're here.
We're here.
Is this finals final?
This is finals.
Finals.
My opponent is no other than my round 2 opponent, Wolf Rye, the guy with the crazy cool case. I told you guys the reason I made to finals was because my opponents were strong, and here we are facing one of them in the grand finals. Anyway, like I said earlier, this guy just has main character energy. He has his own case and his own set of flippin' Beyblade gloves. Toby was hyping him up in the back, saying there's no way I could beat him. But this time, he was using different combos. He's got Silver Wolf 970 Ball, a stamina combo that people might say is even better than Wizard Rod. Tyranno Beat 960 Rush, an attack combo we've seen a lot, and an interesting choice, and Phoenix Wing 360 Taper, a heavy balance type Beyblade that I've been told is actually the ace of his team. This was the finals, and of course it was going to be a hard match. So I decided to start off easy with my Wizard Rod combo to hopefully get an easy point, and my opponent brings in his attack combo.
3, 2, 1, go shoot.
Oh my.
Dude. Oh my gosh! Oh, how did that happen?
And immediately I lose 2 points. My opponent can win in the next battle. It's now or never. Time for the ace, and it's up against his ace Phoenix Wing.
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, he's
He's back,
back,
for more.
back for the extreme finish though. Just kidding.
That's crazy.
Nightmail came out swinging, but Phoenix Wing was able to recover from the pocket, meaning I go from winning 2 points to only 1 point. The score is now 2-1, and I'm forced to use my worst Beyblade for the next battle, Cobalt Dragoon. But lucky for me, my opponent was forced to use his last Beyblade as well, a stamina type Silver Wolf on ball, which Cobalt Dragoon actually counters, and I forgot. That's the reason why I'm using this Beyblade, to counter stamina types.
3, 2, 1, go.
So with that, I'm easily able to steal my opponent's spin and win the battle, tying up the score at 2-2. It's an intense match, and it's time to reshuffle our base. Of course, when it's close, I have to go with my ace. It's really the only Beyblade on my team that can consistently win me 2 points with a stadium out. All I need is a stadium out or a burst to end the game. My opponent brings his Silver Wolf, the Beyblade combo that has most consistently beat my Nightmail Bay in the past. It was all up to this battle. We get our launcher set, and in 3, 2, 1...
Oh,
He LeftBursted it.
whoa, I LeftBursted it.
And with that, I won my first Beyblade X tournament, meaning that I'm able to keep my tournament win streak. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and shout out to Crisis Crusher for running this tournament. It was a lot of fun, and if you guys want to check if there are any tournaments near you, go to the worldbeyblade.org. If you like this video and you want to see more tournament videos, make sure to subscribe. I can actually see how many people subscribe on each video, so I know which ones you guys like most. Anyway, see you guys later. Have a nice day. Thank you for joining me in this video. It was a lot of fun. LeftBurst out.